At this time, the chair recognizes himself for 5 minutes of questions. Chair Supernaw, you said something that really caught my ear, which is self-governance is economic development. I think that's a profound insight, and that's something that I think all of us on this dais can agree with. You mentioned that the Quapaw Nation has experience with self-governance over 21 separate BIA functions, so I think it's fair to say you understand where the friction points are here. What's the single most serious bottleneck in the appraisal, the current federal appraisal system? Is it scheduling? Is it AVSO review? Is it rework, BIA acceptance? What's the biggest single bottleneck from your perspective?
It's really the labor. They have some opinions about how to solve for it, but it's really enough resources on the ground. Remember, the one person in eastern Oklahoma, there are a whole bunch of us out there. There are 9 tribes in Ottawa County alone where the Quapaw Reservation is. So there are a number of Indian nations, tribal nations that are competing for the same precious resource, all of whom have their own economic development goals to achieve simultaneously. So that's the bulk of it, but we can do it differently. We have a wonderful opportunity before us for tribes that can prove proficiency and prove that they can meet the standards to do it on our own and simply provide that to the BIA to stay compliant with federal law. And I'm not necessarily saying that every tribe is in an equal position to do so, but for the ones who are, that's a wonderful opportunity to move forward and do things a little bit differently that reduces the burden on everybody's part. That's a win-win.
Thank you. Can you give us some concrete examples of what sorts of projects are being affected by these delays? Is it housing? Is it agricultural leases? Business development? Environmental cleanup?
It's all of the above. It is absolutely all of the above, even when it comes to something pretty straightforward like a right-of-way. And a right-of-way, sometimes it seems like something simple, but sometimes that's the key to gaining access to a piece of land that's landlocked so that construction can begin. And without being able to get that right-of-way in some period less than 8 to 10 months means whoever you're working with, like I said before, they've already gone on down the road. So, there are a whole multitude of those types of examples.
Great. Thank you, Chairwoman Supernaw. Councilmember Luker, will there be specific responsibilities or costs that the tribe will assume once the parcel is in trust?
Yeah, I mentioned that we'll continue to work with the Santa Margarita River Conservancy with the management of that area there. That corridor, in addition to being culturally significant, is environmentally sensitive because it's a corridor that animals travel from the north to the south. And I can imagine what we've done in other parcels. We'll put up monitoring systems to see how the mountain lions and the bobcats move up and down that piece of that corridor there. I'm sure that piece will be part of the multi-species habitat corridor that we will continue to manage and report to the local parties on that need to see that. Other than it being kind of held in its current status, that's the plan.
Great. Thank you, Councilmember. It's good to see you again as well.
It is. Thank you. I would love to have everybody out to visit and see the beauty of this place. It's very dear to us, but it's a very beautiful place. Sorry to take your time.
Thank you, Councilmember. Mr. Redenberg, in your testimony, and maybe if you could sum it up for us, I think a lot of us have been hitting on this same point or the same question. You mentioned several recommendations that the Indian Forest Management Assessment Team report made to improve ITARA. Could you explain to us, or just elaborate briefly in summary form, how HR 5515 aligns with those recommendations?
Yes, and thank you, Chairman. The IFMAT 4 report recommended improved flexibility, increased tribal authority, and addressing federal bottlenecks. HR 5515 does exactly that. IFMAT 4 identified ITARA as a proven model, that it was working, and recommended making it a permanent authority.
Great. Thank you. Thank you to all of our witnesses for your valuable testimony, and thank you to my colleagues also for your questions.